Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to do the review of Nazara Technologies. I'm sure you all have been waiting for this IPO and this IPO review video. Before we begin, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe right now and do consider joining our YouTube community where we are discussing stock ideas, market analysis on a daily basis. And if you are not a part of our Telegram channel, which is open for all, do join it right now. Let's begin. So Nazara Technologies is an India-based gaming as well as sports media platform. It has presence in India as well as presence in developing countries and developed countries like North America. It offers different types of games and other apps like early learning apps for kids wherein the kids are learning while they are playing games, esports wherein they conduct a lot of online tournaments also of sports, interactive gaming where multiplayer people across the world they compete against each other. They are one of the first entrants in India with respect to the esports and cricket simulation games. If you see a brief history about this company was incorporated as a private limited company in 1999 by Mr. Nitish Mittesan. At the age of about 20, he was a very early coder, and in 2017, it got converted into a public limited company, and right now it has over 343 employees in India as well as presence in different countries. Now let's understand the different categories of games and apps which this company has. If you see the category of early learning games, they have an app called Kidopia. This is a very popular app. If you can see it in the App Store, it has a lot of downloads and very good reviews. In esports category, they have Nodwin. In esports media, they have Sportskeeda website, which gives a lot of information, news and other features about all types of sports in India. And in this segment, they are the market leaders in India. In mobile games, they have World Cricket Championship and Carrom Clash, which are very popular. In skill-based and fantasy and trivia category, they have Hala Play and Kunami. So these are the broad categories and a few popular names of the games and apps which this company runs. The chairman and managing director of this company is Mr. Vikash Mittesan. He's a diploma in industrial electronics. He has several years of experience in different businesses, and he's the founder and president of this India Business Group, which is Chamber of Commerce. Mr. Nitish Mittesan is the founder of this company. He started coding at a very early age, and in 1999 he started this company. He's a Bachelor of Commerce from University of Mumbai. Now if you understand the shareholding pattern, pre-IPO the promoters hold about 22.6% in the company and the public holds about 77.4%. Post-IPO the promoters holding will get reduced to 20.7%. So this is not something which everybody likes, which is the low promoter holding. Now, other than the promoters who are the majority stakeholders, Mitter Infotech LLP, which is the promoter category itself, as both the promoters are partners in the LLP, they hold about 19.56, which is a part of the promoter holding. Other than that, if you see, Arpit Khandelwal holds about 11.32, Mr. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala holds about 10.82% in the company, and a lot of stakes are held by IIFL group of companies. If you see the revenue by geography, in the last 6 months FY21, a majority of the revenue, 41.2% is from India and 41.6% is from North America. Other than these two geographies, the revenue from APAC is about 8.2, Africa is about 3.2, and Middle East is about 5.9%. Now let's understand the segmental revenue. A majority of the revenue comes from gamified early learning, where they have apps like Kidopia, which is about 39.2%. Esports constitutes about 31.8%. And telco subscription constitutes about 21.3%. So these are the major three segments. Freemium apps and games about 4.5% and real money gaming about 3.2%. So I'll give you a brief idea about these. Gamified early learning is games and learnings for kids, as we have discussed. Esports constitutes the sports games and the online sports tournaments, as well as the esports media platform. Telco subscription is a kind of a partnership with the telecom companies in India as well as in different countries like Airtel and Jio, wherein this company provides a wide variety of games to the subscribers of those telecom companies, and when those people download those games, buy those games or buy those subscriptions where they get a variety of games to play, the telecom companies share the revenues with Nazara Technologies. And the Nazara Technologies makes very affordable and low cost games for this particular segment. Let's understand the market and the industry in which this company operates. The gaming industry is one of the largest and fastest growing part of the media and entertainment. entire gaming industry as a whole, the market size is about 160 billion USD in 2020. Mobile gaming specifically, if you see, the market size presently is about 76.5 billion, but it is supposed to grow at to a level of $116 billion by 2023. Mobile competitive gaming is gaining a lot of traction, as we all know, as everybody is getting addicted to that. Education plus gaming is getting a lot of traction as we see the kids around us playing games and learning through those games. The increase in the penetration of smartphone users will increase the number of downloads and the market size of gaming. The cheaper data offered by the telecom companies will increase the gaming industry. Free downloads are offered by a lot of companies, so that increases the addiction. Esports culture is developing where people are participating in online sports tournaments. Real money gaming is also gaining a lot of traction where people are investing real money to play games. And in gaming industry, one of the most popular models are subscription models as well as the in-app ads wherein people click and view the ads and the app owner earns money. Now, if you see the Indian gaming industry compared to Bollywood, so this is an interesting comparison. You can see that the Indian gaming industry is going to be bigger than the market size of Bollywood by 2023. If you compare the global smartphone users penetration and the mobile gamers globally, there's a continuous rise. And if you see the Indian gaming market, it is set to grow continuously and reach an estimated 2023 size of about 3526 million USD. Global mobile gaming market, if you see, it is growing at a CAGR of about 14.9%. Indian mobile market, gaming market is growing at a CAGR of about 39.6%. So the gaming market in India, mobile gaming market is growing faster than globally. The Indian gaming industry market size, if you see, it is growing at a CAGR of about 31.6%. Global esports market, where this company has market leadership, is growing at a CAGR of about 16.15%. Global early age gamified learning market is growing at a CAGR of 41.8%. So you can see that the sector in which this company operates is growing faster than any other sector around us. Now let's understand what are the competitive advantages or economic moat of this company. It has 80% plus market share in the Indian esports market. Its platform, which is called, or the website which is called Sportskeeda, is the largest multi-sports platform on the news websites in India. It has lots of license and agreements with big companies across the world, which is not easy for any other company to attain. They have a lot of intellectual property rights. The quality of the content is developed in-house and they have all the rights for the content which they develop. They have a huge base of users which they can monetize, unlike any other smaller company. The investors are marquee investors and they are quite well involved in managing the company and guiding them. And the company has a leadership position in a lot of areas. Now let's see the competitors. Few of the competitors are Sony Interactive Entertainment, Reliance Jio, Tencent, Microsoft Gaming Studios, Dream 11, Mobile Premier League, Games 24/7, 11 Wickets, and in games, trivia games, we have Loco, Brainbazi, Cureka, and Zupi. So these are the few competitors of this company. Now what could be the growth prospects going further? The company is doing a lot of acquisitions to grow faster. We'll see in the coming slides. Geographically, the company is expanding to a lot of different countries. The business model of this company is quite scalable, where they don't have to invest a lot of money to scale up the company into a very big size. And they have a huge community of users which they can monetize, and they plan to do so. The market is fast growing, and the more apps they launch or the more games they launch, the company keeps growing. They have lots of IPs and assets which they will monetize going further, and they will continuously innovate and develop newer technologies and improve their existing platforms. If you see the recent investments, they have invested about 160 crores in the last 5 years in different acquisitions, which you can see on your screen. Now coming to the risk, which is a very important area as per me for an IPO. There are a lot of regulations across the globe which this company has to comply with. So those kind of risks. Then the cash flows, if you see from operations, in the last year in FY20, they have been negative, and in the 6 months FY21 also they have been negative. The company has reported net loss in FY20 in the last 6 months in FY21 also. The company does business in a lot of different geographies, and they have to comply with all the regulations. They have to adhere to the customer taste and preferences. They have to develop the quality of content as per those customers. Only then the app can be successful. If there's any security breach, it could be a risk. I feel this industry is very competitive. It doesn't require a very big company to compete with an app like this. Even startup companies can develop very good apps or games, and they can compete with companies like Nazara. A lot of companies are going for the freemium model where they are providing the content for free and they are just gaining money from the ads. So that could be a risky proposition for some apps where the company has only paid subscription. I feel the entry barriers are low, and that's why I said even startup companies can compete. They have those licenses and fees for which they pay regularly or one time. And if those companies which are giving license increase those costs, the margins of Nazara Technologies will reduce. Operating revenues may not be so consistent. It depends on how well the apps are performing. The IPs have to be protected and they have to be ready for any legal issues. Technology wise, they have to be continuously innovating and they have to keep launching new products every year to sustain their operating revenue. The management has to be very careful while acquiring other apps or companies, and they have to ensure that that acquisition is fruitful and the app is successful. And since it's a global business, there are forex fluctuations which affect the margins. As we have discussed, the global laws and regulations apply. Now let's come to the financials. The revenue of the company has been consistently growing in the last 3 years, and it has reached about 262 crores in financial year 20. And in the 6 months financial year 21 itself, it has gone to 207 crores. Now, interesting to note that the advertising and promotion expenses are about 58% of the revenue. Coming to the profit after tax, the company was reporting profits in FY18 and 19, but in FY20 it has reported a loss of about 26 crores, and in 6 months FY21 also there is a loss of about 10 crores already. Equities more or less maintained. A few allotments were done for some share swap agreements and ESOPs. Net worth is consistently rising, which is good. Cash flow from operations, another tricky area. FY18 and 19 they were positive, but in FY19, FY20 and FY21 they have again gone down to be negative. Reserves are steadily growing. There are no borrowings, and 184 crore cash lies on the balance sheet. If you see the IPO highlights, IPO size is about 583 crores, retail quota is 10%. It's a complete OFS. There is no fresh issue. March 17 to 19 are the dates. Face value is about 4, prices 1100 to 1101. Lot size is 13 shares, which will give you an amount of about 14,313. Listing is on March 30th. The objects are the issue are to sell the existing holdings of the shareholders, which is OFS, and achieve the benefits of listing. And the company will not get any proceeds of the IPO because there's no fresh issue. Coming to the valuations part. If you see the last year, FY 2021, the company has issued shares due to share swap agreements or other reasons at a range of about 728 to 862. Even if we consider that the share price of 1100 looks a little premium as the company is still into losses, but the gray market premium is trading about 850. So the market believes that the company deserves a premium valuation. So this is about Nazara Technologies. To summarize, it has a skilled, experienced leadership team. The investors in like Mr. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala are marquee investors. The fundamentals are decent. Debt is under control. The sector is a sunrise sector which is growing very fast, but the company has a lot of competition. They have negative profits and operating cash flows. Valuations are trading at premium. If you want to apply for listing gains, you must apply. The subscription is going to be multi-fold, and if you are the lucky one who gets the allotment, you can hold it for long term also. So that's about Nazara Technologies. I hope you like the review. Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe to the channel. Consider joining the YouTube community. Don't forget to join our Telegram channel. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful, wonderful day.